we got out on the beach, I was standing there with the promoter and I saw these houses that were right there on the water, and they were all really teeny, like less than a fishing cabin, almost an outhouse, and some of them weren't even quite an outhouse. It was like a tent taped to a trailer, duct taped to some little wood structure. And I said, "Who lives over there?" He said, "I'm not going over there." I said, "Are you telling me you got 800 people and there's a bad part of town?" Seems like you could fix that up. He said, "All I know is I ain't going over there." So we got back to the hotel. I had to walk back over there. When I got there, I knocked on the door, and this guy opened. He had like a big, thick old beard out past his shoulders almost. And he opened the door real slow. He goes, "Holy shit, it's the singer." He invites me in, there's a bunch of his friends. They're all sitting around. They've all got beards out past their shoulders. Some of them, they have some chicks. Their beards are considerably shorter than guys. They were all drinking and smoking pot and playing John Prine songs. Sounded all right to me. So I sat around there with these guys, and about a couple hours later, I remember that I was supposed to play a show. So I said, "Okay, you guys, I gotta go, but I want you to come down and see me sing tonight." And they all started laughing like I was an idiot, which I might be, but I didn't understand why they were laughing. So I said, "What's so funny?" And he had this gang of guys behind him that sort of looked like the Manson family if they had never been caught, you know, they were still like in gray hair and smoking joints. And then I said, "What's the problem?" They said, "Well, there's only 8 bars in the whole city, and Digger Dave," that was the guy who opened the door, Digger Dave. They said, "He ain't been allowed in any bar in over 10 years. Well, I said, "Maybe I can hook you up." So I called the bar. I said, "Look, there's this guy named Digger Dave." He said, "He can't come." I said, "Come on, how bad can he be?" He said, "If you get the mayor to agree to it, he can come." So I called the mayor, and I agreed to pay for whatever happened. And they said Digger Dave could come. So I went and I did my show, and everything seemed to be fine. It wasn't as good as tonight. There's people there, but they were mostly talking during the songs, and they kind of smattered some applause in between. It was all right. I don't mind. Better than working. So I'm singing my shit, you know, and no one's really getting that into it, and then the door opens, and here comes Digger Dave with his friends. Fucking standing ovation. This is the song I was playing. And the next morning on the radio, they said, "You should have seen the show last night down at the Armory." And they never mentioned me or a song that I played. They said, "Digger Dave got in. Apparently he knew the singer." Moondawg's Tavern, well, that's where I'm gonna go. Moondawg's Tavern, oh, that's the only place I know. Moondawg's got everything I'm ever gonna need. Moondawg it was one of the sensitive ones, but it wasn't. He said, what was that song you played about the guy who'd been thrown out of so many bars that he finally built one and threw him back out?